Welcome to the IPP Demonstration Site's Inclusionary Practice Spotlight presentation on co-teaching. In this presentation, we will dive deep into the inclusionary practice of co-teaching, featuring a case study from Hidden River Middle School in Snohomish, Washington. To begin, what is co-teaching? Co-teaching occurs when two or more certificated professionals work together to teach a shared classroom of students. Co-teaching teams often consist of one general education teacher and one special education teacher or education specialist. Teaching teams can also be made of two general education teachers, as long as an education specialist is part of the planning team. Paraeducators can be utilized in specific co-teaching models. Co-teachers share the responsibility of planning, teaching, and assessment of all students. It is recommended that the special education teacher adopt the title of education specialist to reduce some of the stigmas surrounding working with special education teachers. In this presentation, I will be using the term education specialist to refer to special educators. Co-teaching consists of 6 different models. Each model is specifically designed to target identified needs within the classroom. The co-teaching models are selected by the teaching team and are integrated into the lesson plans. More than one model can be used within a class period for specific amounts of time, as decided by the teaching team. The first co-teaching model is referred to as one teach, one observe. This model is used when specific information is needed in regards to student data. Teachers should switch off delivering instruction and gathering data as outlined by their lesson plans. This model should not be used to catch up on grading, checking emails, calling families, taking a break, etc. The second co-teaching model listed is called station teaching. In this model, content and students are divided into at least 2 groups. Each teacher teaches the content they are responsible for, and then the groups switch. This is a good model to utilize paraeducator supports. Paraeducators can support at specific stations or provide supervision of independent work. Groups can switch between stations within a class period or over the course of a module as decided by the teaching team's lesson plan. The third co-teaching model is called parallel teaching. In parallel teaching, students are again divided into 2 groups. Each instructor leads one group of students. The instruction occurring in each group is the same. Parallel teaching provides opportunities for differentiated instruction by providing manipulatives, specific accommodations, or stretch activities. It is important that no group is seen as the lower achieving group. The education specialist should also not always be assigned to a group of students that may have greater support needs. The fourth co-teaching model is called alternative teaching. In the alternative teaching model, students are again divided into small groups. One teacher leads a lesson or activity while the other teacher works with the small group. This co-teaching model is particularly helpful to provide opportunities for remediation, pre-teaching, assessment, and it provides a way to help students catch up who have been absent. The fifth co-teaching model is called team teaching. This is the most fluid co-teaching model. Both teachers in this model instruct and support one whole group of students alongside each other. This is the most complex teaching approach, but it is seen as the most satisfying way for many to teach. This model depends not only on effective co-planning, but a marriage of teaching styles. Finally, the 6th model of co-teaching is referred to as one teach, one support. In this model, one teacher actively teaches, while the other teacher moves around the classroom, providing unobtrusive assistance to students as needed. This final model should be used the least, as it does not take advantage of all the learning benefits that occur when 2 teachers are actively teaching. So why is co-teaching important? Co-teaching is important for a few reasons. Number 1 and most important reason is that co-teaching benefits all students. Co-teaching models are interchangeable to meet the needs of learners within a learning objective. Co-teaching provides opportunities for targeted intervention with individuals who have been identified as at risk. Co-taught classes ensure that students with individualized education plans or IEPs are able to receive instruction in core content areas from content area experts. In addition to the general educator's core content knowledge, students have support of an education specialist who supports by providing ways to use strengths to address areas of growth, as well as behavior management considerations. Co-teaching also provides opportunities for stretch learning. This stretch learning should always be available for every student and not just for students labeled as gifted. We want to be sure to stretch the learning of all of our students. If co-teaching models are appropriately utilized, there can be many positive outcomes that come from co-teaching. For example, through collaboration, teachers are able to support each other in the planning, teaching, and assessment. This leads to an equal partnership. In addition, learning is occurring in the general education setting or least restrictive environment. With instruction from both general educators and education specialists, mastery of learning objectives are achieved more frequently, and general education and education specialists have the opportunity to share their expertise and continue their educational and professional growth. It is important to remember that co-teaching requires a lot of work up front to find and establish a routine. To make the process easier, it is important to establish common planning time. Common planning time should be weekly, if not more often. Having enough time per content area is also important. In addition, shared agreements should be established to ensure that both parties develop mutual respect for each other. General education teachers should be willing and able to share their content knowledge expertise, and education specialist teachers should be willing and able to share their expertise related to behavior management strategies, accommodations, and modifications. This case study was provided by Hidden River Middle School. At Hidden River Middle School, staff prioritize co-teaching as one of the most effective ways to meet the needs of a diverse group of learners. Teachers at Hidden River share how their experiences with co-teaching have evolved, providing important takeaways. First, staff at Hidden River stress that co-teaching involves a mind shift to be able to welcome another individual into the classroom as an equal partner. Second, Hidden River teachers share the importance that one must embrace the opportunity to learn from someone who has different teaching experiences and different teaching styles. They add that building up the trust required of a solid co-teaching partnership takes time, flexibility, and again, an open mind. The importance of visual shared spaces helps students to identify both of the teachers as equal partners. Visible shared spaces could be done through having both teachers' desks in one room and both teachers' desks names on the door. Above all else, the team at Hidden River value the importance of celebrating growth. They stress that journey takes time and that a lot of patience, but it is well worth the effort when you watch the learning gap close due to high quality, intentional instruction and teamwork. We hope that this spotlight supported your growth and development on the topic of co-teaching. Specifically, we hope that you now have a better understanding of the 6 models of co-teaching, that co-teaching provides equitable and educational and social opportunities for all students, that collaboration is essential to student success, and that outcomes and learning objectives will have higher rates of generalization and mastery. Information on this spotlight topic was referenced from the following publications. Please see the Herring Center website for more spotlight topics. Thank you.